Alrighty guys, yo, welcome back to the Back End website. Thank you so much for clicking on the video. And today we have 3 habits you should implement if you want to pick up and boost your motivation and your mental health. Okay, now from day 1 of this program, you guys already know motivation is a fleeting emotion, meaning it comes and goes. But that being said, there are little things you can do to give yourself small forms of intrinsic motivation, meaning it comes from within, okay? These things, these 3 habits that I'm going to go over today are going to give yourself power and freedom. And if you want to keep your transformation, if you want to have a good relationship with yourself, if you want to look in the mirror and be happy, you have to implement these 3 things. Okay, and we're going to start off with number 1, and this one is very simple, but it's very hard for most people, right? So this isn't one of those things that just comes naturally. It's one of those things that takes effort and practice day after day, and that is self-acceptance. Okay, as simple as it sounds, that's what it is. Being extremely okay with who you are as a person, what you look like, and your current stage of your fitness journey, because let's be real, yes, you may be 4 months in, but that is 4 months into a very, very long transformation that's going to last for a lifetime, right? Because by this point, you know this isn't just a one-time program that you do for 12 weeks and then you go back to your old habits. No. You come in here to make identity change, okay? So personally, in my own fitness journey, self-acceptance has been a big reason I've overcome a lot of my body dysmorphia and feelings of feeling like I have to be in shape right now, right? And a lot of that stemmed from comparison to people on social media, comparison to people around me, comparison to people that were in chapter 10 of their journey when I just opened mine, right? In high school, and this is not a fake story, guys. This is a legit story I used to do, a legit thing I used to do every single day in high school. I used to walk around sucking in my stomach because I hated the way I looked. I felt fat all the time. I had to walk around sucking into my stomach so I could look slimmer just in my shirts, hoodies, whatever I was wearing, right? It's kind of funny to think about now because it's giving me a pretty sick vacuum. If you bodybuild, you know what a vacuum is, right? It's like the move where you like suck in your stomach and it looks like a little like hole in your stomach. Now I can do that because of this. But that's not the reason why I did it at first. I did it because I was extremely ashamed of the way I looked. I wasn't comfortable in my own skin. It's kind of sad to think about, right? Now, about 2 years ago, when I really started taking my mental health and my fitness seriously, I became free of this feeling by just simply letting go, right? I was accepting where I was at. Yeah, I wasn't the biggest guy, nor was I the most lean, but I know that I was going to get to where I want to be so long as I keep showing up and working on myself, right? 2 years later, I'm way happier, and I'm very happy with the way I look now compared to where I was 2 years ago, right? 2 years ago, I struggled big time, right? But that's the decision I made, to let go, to stop putting an end date on your fitness journey, because there never is one, right? It's not like by this date, you're going to be in shape, you're going to have 6-pack abs. No. It's a never-ending journey, continuously improving, right? Continuously getting better at yourself. Okay. Another thing you can do, guys, is stop trying to pose or twist your body a certain way to like the way you look. And this is completely different, right? So like if you are in the gym and you're like posing, yeah, that's different. But if like you're at home and like you walk around like twisting your hips a certain way or just arching your back really hard so your butt looks bigger, then stop doing that. That's you kind of hiding the fact that you're not extremely comfortable with yourself, right? Just be yourself. Be extremely comfortable with who you are, your posture, the way you look right now, right? This habit is going to go closely hand in hand with habit number 3, okay? All of these tie together, which is why I say if you want to be extremely successful and have a lasting transformation, guys, do these 3 things. Okay, number 2, go more by feel. Okay, so you've heard me say a million times not to focus on the scale. Yeah, it's a good indicator, right? It's a good tool, an indicator to see if we're headed in the right direction. But sometimes the way you feel is a lot more important than the amount you weigh. Okay? A lot more important. Let me give you a personal example. At 130 pounds, when I was extremely malnourished, extremely small, no muscle, extremely weak, I felt horrible. I felt horrible. I was always cold. As soon as I get up, I would feel like I was about to pass out because I got lightheaded. Like my vision would start getting black. That's how it felt like. It felt like I was going to pass out. I was always hungry. I was very weak. I couldn't push anything. I couldn't shoot a basketball. I was just so tired all the time. I had no energy. I had no confidence. But I was 130 pounds. Less is more, right? No. Right now, I'm 174 pounds. And I feel a million times better. I'm never starving. I'm extremely strong in standards for myself, right? I can shoot a basketball pretty far. I can run. I'm healthy. I feel good, right? I'm confident. I have high self-esteem. But I weigh more, so isn't that a bad thing? Shouldn't I feel worse? No. It's going to be very important for you guys to learn how to feel, right? It's an intuitive thing. The more you do fitness, the more you'll start to learn this, right? So sometimes you'll come into the gym, guys, and you'll feel that maybe today isn't the best day to go as extra heavy than you usually do. Maybe today is the day to use the same weight but just get more reps. Versus other days, you're going to come in planning to just do more reps, but it's going to feel really good and that you can go heavier. So in those cases, you go heavier, right? So being very in tune with yourself, with the way you feel, means that you're not going to allow what you see in the mirror to dictate your actions. So just because you see a little bit of fat on your stomach, but you feel amazing, does not mean you're going to go starve yourself and do hours of cardio. It's just because you have a tiny bit of fat on your stomach, which is completely normal and healthy, right? You start learning how to listen to your body and how to be more in tune with your body, okay? And habit number 3, that again goes hand in hand with habit number 1, is work out because you love yourself, not because you hate yourself, right? Understanding why you're making this change is going to truly allow you to enjoy this journey, okay? Personal example, I started working out in 2019 after a heartbreak, and I hated the way I looked. I hated the way I looked. I hated myself. So I started working out. Yeah, I lost a lot of weight. I lost like 50 pounds. But guess what? At those 130 pounds, I hated myself even more than I hated myself at 180 pounds of just pure fat. Why? Because I never understood why I really want to make the change. I never understood why I was worth it. I never allowed myself to do it because I loved myself, right? So a mindset shift that is very important for you to have is you are not on this journey because you are fat. You are not on this journey because you are not worth it. You are on this journey because, number 1, you've accepted where you are, okay? Yeah, you may not be the most shredded, right? But that's okay. That is where you are now. That is your starting point. You have to be very honest with yourself. From then, you can fix the problem, right? But you have to accept it. Habit number 1, okay? And then you've made the decision that you deserve better than to be where you are now because you love yourself, not because you hate yourself. You understand? You deserve better than what you have now because you are an amazing person and you love yourself. Not because you are fat, not because nobody loves you, not because you're out of shape. No, because you deserve better, okay? And, right, to wrap this video up, you're going to feel more motivated, which is why I say this is kind of a form of intrinsic motivation. It comes from within, right? You're going to feel more motivated, even though I don't really like that word, to take action because it's not going to feel like a chore. It's not going to feel like I have to work out. I have to get in shape. But you choose to work out because you want to get in shape. You understand? So guys, I'm going to go over these 3 habits again. Number 1, self-acceptance. Accepting where you are right now and understanding that you have been dealt the cards you've been dealt, and all you can do is play with them, right? Habit number 2, okay? Go more by feel. Be intuitive with yourself. Understand what's going on, right? And this is something that gets better as you are deeper into your fitness journey. By month 4, you're probably not going to have the most ideal feel of your body yet, and that's okay, right? It's only 4 months into a journey that's going to last years. And habit number 3, guys, work out because you love yourself, not because you hate yourself. This will make your journey a lot more enjoyable, and understand why you are doing this, okay? Not because you have to, but because you choose and want to, okay? Guys, I want to thank you for spending a little bit of time with me here at the Breakthrough University. I cannot wait to see you in the next video. Have a wonderful day. Peace.